Hi everybody, welcome back to another one of our Kings Highway historic site stops. Here we are actually at one of the two county-owned parcels that contain stretches of the Kings Highway that are dedicated to the highway itself. They're right close Ripon Lodge historic site. We're easy enough to do a visit between the two of them and then head over and check out the lodge or enjoy a picnic at the picnic tables there or the bathroom facilities. Now there are a grand total of 11 signs that are part of the Kings Highway Trail here. There are 9 other videos on our YouTube channel as well if you'd like to check those out, see a little more about some of those other stops before you visit them in person. But here we're talking a little bit about how people got place to place on the Kings Highway. The Kings Highway was of course built on top of a much older route known as the Potomac Path or the River Road. A way the local Dogue tribe moved between its own villages here along the Potomac River. That was later expanded by the British government to help carry messages between all the different colonial capitals and local capitals as a backup to ships on the Atlantic Ocean that might potentially be lost at sea. Also helped improve commerce and general mail and communications travel up and down the East Coast. But here is part of what we have of the navigation that the French and American armies took on their way to Yorktown in 1781 to lay siege that will eventually lead to a major victory that will help bring about the end of the Revolution. But at this point, they're still trying to get to Yorktown. Now, a common way for giving directions was to use landmarks, just like today. Sometimes you're going to use a very visible location. Now, hard as it may believe when you're standing here today that Ripon Lodge was visible from here, but we are right on the path of the old highway, and to our east, Ripon Lodge was visible on top of a hill. Most of the ground around it was clear, planted in tobacco or other crops at that time. And the lodge itself was a very prominent landmark. So one of the stops chosen by the French engineers who were going ahead of the army and laying out those directions and march times and everything else for the army to follow, in this case the baggage train as it was headed south, one of the directions is you will pass the home of Colonel Blackburn on the left and then head down and cross Neabsco Creek. So that's right where we are. This stretch of road, Ripon Lodge is to my right, your left as you're watching the video, and down behind me is the road itself that heads down towards Neabsco Creek. Roadway would have been improved this far probably by the Prince William County Militia. They were not called out to fight, they were called out to work on the road and improve it from a fairly rudimentary track to something that the Army's baggage train could actually travel on without a whole lot of worry. Also here, they were being escorted in part by cavalrymen, horsemen from the French army, from the Duc de Lauzun's Hussars. Technically Marines, some of the first to come to Prince William County, long before the United States Marine Corps did, although they were mounted, and in the French sense, Marines mainly meant troops that had been raised and enlisted for foreign service overseas from mainland France. So this was a very bustling route all the time, but especially during that passage of the baggage train south, and then the victorious American and French army north with its trophies and prisoners of British and German soldiers headed north to prison camps and back to their camps for the wintertime a few months later. So thank you again for stopping by and checking out one of our sites here on the Kings Highway. If you enjoyed the video, check out the description below, check out some more information from our website about the other sites, where you can find them, and also drop us a like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and check out another video. See you again sometime soon.